Let's be real. Life doesn't come with a manual, and growth isn't always pretty. Hi guys, Lucy here. Today we are going to be talking about life, goals, and growth. But before we get started, please like, subscribe, or at least comment. What are some life goals that you have not accomplished yet, or that you have accomplished? What are some growth tools that you use, and what are some goals that you have that maybe we can work on together, right? To better ourselves and to better this community. So let's get right into it. I'm going to be asking myself these questions, right? And I'm going to give you candid, honest answers about where I'm at and about what I've learned so far in my journey of life. It may not look like yours, but I hope it helps in some way. So we're going to be starting talking about life first. So the first question under life, what's something that you are currently unlearning? I would say to people please. I'm a huge people pleaser, and like sometimes to the detriment of my own mental, emotional, and physical health. And it is really, really hard to please everyone. I'm learning that you're not going to please everyone. It's something that I've had to continuously unlearn. It's not like a one and done deal. It's literally every day. What questions do I get asked, and how can I answer or do something to the best of my ability, but also know when to stop if it's detrimental to me? I think that that is something that a lot of people pleasers have to unlearn. Unfortunately, it's something that I am learning right now. Number 2, how do you handle uncertainty in life? I handle uncertainty honestly by prayer. I am a Jesus freak, and I pray, and I ask for guidance, and I ask for counsel. So counsel among people that I trust and know and love and have in my inner circle and support, because I know that they are to be trusted and I love them, right? And it's really cool knowing that you are not alone, and that you are loved, and that you are valued, and that you are worthy. At least for me, that helps comfort me, that helps guide me. I think it's just so important to know you are valuable, you are worthy, and you are loved, and you are worth respect. It's just quite interesting. I don't know, I just feel, honestly, I just feel comforted by it. Number 3, what's a lesson life keeps teaching you over and over? Well, let's get into it. That I'm worth being loved. We're all worth being loved, honestly. And it's hard sometimes because you're your own worst critic. And when you're your own worst critic, everything you do in your eyes to yourself, for yourself, is wrong. And it's hard to get out of that mindset. Sometimes you need people to come and tell you like, hey, you're doing it again. And you need that reminder of like, hey, I am special, I am worthy, and I am valuable. Goals. Woo! Here we go. So the first one for goals. How do you set goals without overwhelming yourself? Well, I overwhelm myself a lot because I'm all in my head a lot of the time. And so I have to literally write it down on Post-it notes or a journal or a planner or my phone notes app, and just process it that way. Like, what are these goals? How can I attain them? And then go from there and make a plan, right? Because as long as I have them written down and I can cross them off, they will get done. The second one for this, goals. What do you do? What do you do when motivation disappears? I keep showing up. I'm a teacher, so sometimes when my students don't seem motivated, it unmotivates me because they're not excited about learning. And school's not for everyone, I'm not saying that, but it is, as a teacher, there is no greater joy than seeing other kids learn, and the excitement and the thrill of it, right? And then when they get something, like, oh yes, they got it. Yes, this is a win for me. This is awesome. But then when they seem very unmotivated, which is a lot of the time, I am like, am I even making an impact? Am I even doing something right? I show up. What's one goal you're proud of and one you're still working on? One goal that I'm proud of, honestly, because I always talk about it, is that I do have 2 bachelor's and 1 master's degree. I think that that is a big accomplishment for me anyway. I never thought that I would do it. It wasn't my goal. It wasn't my intention, and maybe I should make a video about that. But I'm very proud of it. I am proud of it because it was a lot of work. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a doctorate someday. I don't know. But I just love learning. I love being a student and I love learning, and I'm just really proud that I was able to accomplish that. And one goal that I'm still working on, I would say my health. My health is a big one. I am not where I need to be health-wise at all. And it's a struggle for me because I turn to food for comfort. I sleep. I don't maybe exercise as much as I could or eat the right foods, or because again, it's a lot of like comfort. And then growth. The first question under growth is, how do you know you're growing as a person? I think when people tell me, I think when people say, wow, you know what, that was a really mature decision, or oh wow, Lucy 5 years ago wouldn't have said that. Maybe that's something that I have learned to accept and move on from, right? And that is always a good thing. That is always a good thing. And it's always a really good feeling to have, because sometimes I don't feel like I've grown, but I know that in some ways, like putting up boundaries and respecting those boundaries of others and all of this stuff, like I have matured and I have grown and I have learned the hard way, but it was worth it. How do you deal with people who don't support your growth? I cut them off unless I see growth in them. What's a mindset shift that changed everything for you? I think that I'm still shifting. The fact that I had to grow up, the fact that I had to pay bills, the fact that I had to get a big girl job, right? And you have to show up every day, do your best, and keep going. I think the keep going part definitely has been a key for me, moving on from things that don't benefit me. And the last one, what advice would you give your younger self about growth? You're going to grow. I'm still learning. Oh my goodness, it is crazy. I'm still learning every single day. And it is scary sometimes, it is exciting sometimes, it is exhilarating sometimes, but again, I think that we're all learning and that we're all just shifting all the time. We're like grains of sand, just shifting. I would say hang on. All right guys, I know that it was a shorter video today, but thank you guys so much for hanging in there. I wanted to do like a self-interview video to just see my actual thoughts, and I was surprised at what I came up with just on the fly. It was great. And if you like more videos like this, please like, comment, or at least subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye. Love you guys.